Hi everyone. So in this particular video, we'll be assigning the relationships to our activities and our milestones. So relationships are nothing but the predecessors and successors. For the activities, what are the preceding activities and what are the successive activities we have to assign in this particular video. If we'll go to the presentation, you'll see that for excavation is depending on our activity number one, which is our site clearance. That means activity of excavation will only start after completion of the site clearance. See, this dependency of one is by default called as finish to start relationship. That means after completion of site clearance, that means F is for site clearance, S is for excavation. Finishing of site clearance will start the excavation. Similarly, if you go to third activity, which is your foundation including plinth beam, then it is depending on two. Two means two of finish and start. So finishing of excavation will lead to starting of the foundation. Okay. Similarly, for activity number four, it is depending on third. Similarly, activity fifth is depending on activity number fourth. Now see, for activity number six, earth filling and flooring, it is depending on fifth activity with the relationship of Fs, and there is something of plus 10d. What this plus 10d is? This is nothing but your lag. Okay, see, your earth filling and flooring will only start after completion of the slab and beam of the roof, but there is a lag of 10 days. For example, suppose if your activity of slab and beam is completing on 1st of January, then your earth filling and flooring will start on 11th of January. That means after 10 days of the finishing of your slab and beam of roof. So this is the meaning of lag. And suppose if it is minus 10 days, then that means it is a lead. Okay, lead means in the sense it will start before 10th day of the finishing of that particular activity. Okay, suppose slab and beam is finishing on, let's say, 20th of January, and we have minus 10 days, so your earth filling and flooring will start on 10th of January. That means 10 days prior to finishing of your slab and beam of roof. So this is meant by lag and your lead. Okay, similarly, you see brickwork has a relationship of finish to start with slab and beam, but lag is of 7 days. For doors and windows, you see that relationship is finish to finish with seventh activity, that means brickwork. So that means the brickwork and doors and windows should have the same finish date. Both of these activities should finish on the same dates. For plastering, if you see, it has a start to start relationship with your brickwork. That means your doors and windows and brickwork should start together, but there is a lag of 7 days. That means your plastering will start 7 days after the starting of your brickwork. Suppose if this 7 days would not be there, then your plastering and brickwork would have the same start date. But now, since there is a lag of 7 days, so your plastering will start after 7 days of the starting of the brickwork. Okay, so these are all the kind of relationships that we can have, but we can also have your SF, that is your start to finish relationship. So which is very less used in construction sector. So if you want, you can have some example of that also. So practically we will see these dependencies in the Microsoft project window. So I just recommend you to take the snapshot of this particular screen so that we can have a seamless session. Okay, so how to add the predecessors? See, all these were the predecessors. That means we have the activities prior to them, or we can have the successors also, but the format was of predecessor, so we will be adding the predecessor. See, one method is you can add the column of predecessor. If this column is not visible to you, for example, if I hide this column, now you need to create this column. So we need to insert column, and we can find the option of predecessor. So this is how we can add the column of predecessor, and here we can simply choose the activity as the predecessor. So for example, excavation has the predecessor of site clearance. So we will check box and we will just remove it. So you will see that the predecessor is now 3. That means excavation will start after your site clearance. So site clearance is ending on 23rd October. So your excavation will start on 24th October. If you want to make it a relationship of finish to start, you can simply write it as 3 and Fs after this. So it will automatically take it as 3, because finish to start is by default taken as the normal number only. Okay, but suppose if it is 3SS, then you can mention 3SS and it will take it as 3SS. Similarly, if you want to take some lag also in this, so you can simply write as plus 10 days. Okay, so you will see that it will have a start to start relationship, but a 10 days of lag will be there. So 22nd October it is starting, so it should have started on 22nd October if this 10 days was not present, but there is a lag of 10 days. After 10 days, as per the calendar, it is starting. For calendar which we have assigned right now, it is Saturday Sunday off, so that is why 10 days is beyond your 2nd of November. Okay, but we will keep it as 3 only, and for next we will keep it as 4. Why 4? See, this 3 means your ID, which you can see here. For foundation, your predecessor is your excavation, which is your 4, so that is why we are entering the number as 4. Okay, similarly for column casting we can enter the number as your 6, so 5, so we can mention it as 5. Similarly for slab and beam of roof we can mention as 6. So this is how you can add the predecessors. So this is we have done for the first task summary of civil works, but for finishing we will learn new method of adding the predecessor, which is nothing but your information. See, suppose if you go to the information tab, then you will see a column of predecessor here, so you can add your ID and your task name from here also. For earthwork, your earth filling and flooring, you have the predecessor, which is nothing but your slab and beam of roof, so you can just choose slab and beam of your roof from here. Okay, so you will see by default it will have finish to start relationship, which is true, but lag is 0, so we need to put the lag as 10 days. So after you click on OK, you will see that 7FS plus 10 days. 7 means slab and beam of roof, with a lag of 10 day will automatically come here. But if you want to type it manually here, then you can do it in the same way also. But we have done it previously, so I will show you using the information window only. So for brickwork, if you go to predecessor, brickwork has the predecessor of slab and beam of roof only, this one only. Okay, and it has a finish to start, but lag is 7 days. So you can type 7 and you can hit OK. So for doors and windows, you have the predecessor, which is nothing but your brickwork, and it has a finish to finish relationship. So we'll go to predecessor, we'll choose brickwork. This is the brickwork, and we will choose finish to finish relationship, and we will click on OK, and lag is 0. Okay, for next activity, which is your plastering, we have the relationship of start to start with your brickwork. Okay, start to start with your brickwork. So type of relationship is start to start. And do we have a lag? Yes, we have a lag of 7 days. So after we hit OK, you can easily see. For painting, we have a start to start relationship with your plastering. You go to information, you go to predecessor, start to start relationship with your plastering. We'll choose the type as start to start, and lag is, I think it is 7. Okay, so we will hit OK. So this is how we can add the relationships in some other style. Now for third particular task summary of MEP works, we will choose one more method to do so. So we can choose the option of details here. So in the details column, if you go, you can see the option of resources and predecessor. If it is not visible, then you can simply right click here and you can choose any of these options like predecessor and successor. Okay, so we can choose the predecessor for plumbing. So plumbing has a finish to finish relationship with brickwork, so you can choose brickwork from here, and the type is finish to finish, FF. And do we have a lag? Yes, we have a lag of 3 days. So this is how you can click on OK, and it will be visible here. Now for electrical works, you see we have a start to start relationship with our plumbing. So we will click on plumbing and we will choose the type as start, and lag is 0 days. So we will hit on OK. So we have a relationship here. Okay, so for handover, we have 3 relationships, which is nothing but your painting, plumbing, and electrical. So either we can go with mentioning the task ID here only, your 13, we'll mention here 13, we can make comma, and we can make 15, we can make comma, and we can make 16. So we can directly enter here. So project completion has the relationship with your handover. So we can mention 17 here directly. Okay, so this is how you add the relationship. So now suppose if you go to your Gantt chart, okay, I'll just close this detailed view. We will show you the Gantt chart. So this is the Gantt chart. You can just use your uh, mouse pad to zoom in and zoom out. And also one more thing, suppose this Gantt chart is not in your whole area, whole sheet. If you want to change the time scale and all, you can go to right click, you can change the time scale from here, what all you want, whether you want the units in month, days and all, you want 3 tiers, 2 tiers and all, you can change all these settings from here. I'll show you in some other video. So suppose you want to go to this electrical works particular activity and this is not visible to your screen, so you can simply click on this scroll to task and this will be visible to you now. Okay, so it is better that you just zoom in and zoom out so that everything is visible to you. You see all the activities are now linked and have some relationships which are properly defined. This means finish to start, finish and start. Okay, finish and start. This is your start and start with the lag of this particular number. If you will click any of this bar, then that particular activity will be highlighted in your table also. So everything is visible. You see this diamond shaped is your project milestone, which is your project completion, and it has a finish to start relationship with your handover. You can clearly see from here. Okay, so this is how your Gantt chart looks like after assigning the relationship. If you want to see the network diagram, then you can simply go to this particular option and you can go to this network diagram, and here you can see the complete network diagram. You need to zoom in and zoom out. So if you go to this first particular column, then you see IT building construction has 3 packages: civil works, finishing and MVP. Civil has site clearance, excavation and all. Then your finishing has this earth filling and all. And then your MEP has, if you go to this particular place, plumbing and electrical. And then we have nothing but our handover and our project completion. Everything is represented: start dates, finish date, and everything. You can see durations and all, and you can see the proper logic also. If you want to go back to the Gantt chart, you can simply click here and you are back to your Gantt chart. So this is how you add the relationships. So that's all for the video. Thank you everyone.